Hey everyone, Casey here from Clientric. In today's video, I will be talking about one of our most favorite activities, SWOT analyses. How many of you know what SWOT stands for and what its purpose is? Yeah. First though, please make sure you are subscribing to our channel as well as liking and commenting on these videos. It's extremely important to reach more people like yourself so we can continue to share our content with people who need it most and who actually care about it. If you're already familiar, that's awesome. If not, here's a super quick overview of what SWOT actually stands for. It stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This is an activity that businesses run usually within the executive or department level to better understand how the business is operating. The exercise is actually quite simple, but takes some getting used to. It can be done online with tools like Miro or Lucidchart, or even more archaic, pen and paper. All you do is draw 4 quadrants and label the top left as strength, the top right as weakness, bottom left as opportunity, and bottom right as threat. The strengths are what your team or department or business is really good at. This is an internal factor, fully within the group's control. List out everything you can think of. The weaknesses are where your team can use some improvement. What can your team, department, or business do to improve themselves? This is an internal factor fully within the group's control. List out everything you can think of. The opportunities are external factors that are outside of the group's control. What opportunities are presenting themselves to your business, department, or team that you should look at taking advantage of? Again, list out everything you can think of. The threats are an external factor as well that is outside of the group's control. Now, what threats are making themselves known to your business, department, or team that could hurt it in the end that you need to be aware of? That's it. The whole exercise, that's it. It's really nothing too crazy, right? Okay, now you're probably wondering, why is that so important? Just talking about this stuff and identifying these points. Well, it's because of this exercise. You are starting to think about what is actually coming up. So this is one of the most important exercises you can do in your business. This allows you to be proactive instead of reactive. That's what this exercise does. Now, there may be some other things that are missed with it, but by sitting down each quarter with your team or even just by yourself, you can pull out some very interesting ideas and identify areas of improvement where your business can start to excel. Now, this can help you paint a better picture of your business, help inform the goals of the business, and the direction you and the team should be taking. Now, if done properly each quarter, you will be able to identify your goals for the following quarter as well. Let's go through a quick example using Clientric. When I sit down with my team, we use Miro to do this. We are a remote team, and so it makes it very easy to collaborate on. We first start by discussing our strengths. Every time we start, we first list our people. So that's the first one. Our people are one of our strengths because we have a great team. And as a company, we depend on each other for the business to function. In evaluating our strengths, I'd also add our culture as a strength. We are a close, tight-knit group of people who really push ourselves to succeed. And so that would also be added to the list. After strengths, we discuss weaknesses. One of the things that is very apparent as a weakness is our ability to document our processes. We are not as good at this as I want to be, and this is something that our team has to work on: documentation. In addition, as of late, one of our weaknesses is our development process. This has become apparent that we need to update some of our processes on the development side to streamline our operations. Next, we move on to opportunities. Remember, this is an external factor you can explore that is generally outside of your control, and you can't predict the impact. Thinking about Clientric, one opportunity is to get myself in front of more people. This means more webinars, podcasts, speaking engagements. All of that is an opportunity for us. Another opportunity is to explore developing certain products. Lastly, another opportunity is for us to revamp our website content. We've learned a lot since we first started, and updating that would go a long way to reach more people. Now, the last quadrant we have is threats. Again, this is an external factor you can explore that is generally outside of your control. The first that comes to my mind is my availability as a leader. My time is a threat to the business because if I don't have the capacity to answer questions, I become the bottleneck, and that becomes very bad. Now, another threat is our inexperienced management team. As we continue to grow and scale, how can we level them up quicker? That was a lot, right? I'm just tired thinking about it. Well, that's really just the tip of the iceberg. Now you have to go and replicate this for you and your team. If you are consistent with quarterly SWOT analyses, you are going to find that they start to make a big impact by identifying the initiatives you should be focusing on and help inform your overall business goals throughout the year. as a business owner, this is just one of the many tools in your tool belt I'll recommend to you to implement right now to help take your business to the next level. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and if you got any value out of it, I ask that you like the video below and give me a thumbs up in the comments. Anything is better than nothing. As always, if you aren't already subscribed, I'm gonna ask that you start to sub to the channel to help us continue to get our message out there. That's all for this one. Have a great day ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.